to all of you. Today we have our distinguished guest, Dr. Sanjay Bahl sir. A brief introduction before I invite him to the stage. He is the Controller of Certifying Authorities and he is also the Director General for CERT-In. Dr. Sanjay Bahl is been providing consultancies in the areas of governance, risk, compliance, security, privacy, forensics, investigation and fraud management to national level projects in India. Prior to his career in CERT-In, he was the Chief Security Officer for Microsoft Corporation in India, where he was responsible for interaction with the government, academia, key strategic accounts, and the CXO community with respect to Microsoft security policy. Prior to joining Microsoft, Dr. Sanjay Bahl sir was the global CSO for the TCS, where he had established an enterprise-wide converged security environment and effective security monitoring as well as management across the organization worldwide. He has also worked with academic and professional communities as well as the government groups to enhance their awareness of comprehensive security models. He has been in the IT industry since 1984 with experience in various areas. We are privileged to have you, sir. We welcome you and request you to share your thoughts on this occasion. Sir, I request Dr. Sri Arvind Kumar sir to come and felicitate Dr. Sanjay Bahl sir before he starts this.
So good afternoon, and it's a privilege being amongst you all, and thank you for inviting me here and for me being here. So the topic that has been given to me is to speak on the future of PKI, innovation, resilience and trust in a digital world. So today we live in a world where transactions, whether economic or otherwise, and governance use digital technologies and systems. This requires a comprehensive framework of policies, processes, technologies in terms of hardware and software to secure communications, authenticate and manage digital identities. The public key infrastructure plays a crucial role here, while not just enabling but being the backbone of digital trust through digital certificates for authentication, encryption, and integrity checks. It serves as a foundational security layer supporting and driving innovation in several key areas, such as allowing for trusted interactions and data exchanges between IoT devices, and I just saw some in the stalls here, provide scalable and cost-effective services in the cloud, creating systems that are resistant to attacks from future quantum computers. Globally, digital transactions and volumes of sensitive data is growing, and hence governments and regulatory bodies are enforcing stringent frameworks to secure them by implementing advanced security solutions such as PKI. In addition, the growing trend of bring your own devices in organizations, adoption of cloud platforms by the MSMEs, the increasing number of cyber attacks and growing proliferation of IoT devices are propelling the market growth for PKI, and the market size was valued at $4.7 billion in 2024. And as we accelerate into a hyper-connected, AI-driven and quantum-aware future, PKI would not just be relevant but indispensable, and it is projected to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of 22.3% between 2025 and 2034. So let us examine some of the trends in PKI. Organizations are rapidly shifting to cloud environments, including MSMEs. Hence, PKI is evolving to support scalable cloud-native deployments that offer centralized certificate lifecycle management, automation, reduced infrastructure overheads, enhance compliance to regulations and global reach. PKI integration in the foundation of zero trust frameworks and architectures, including in zero trust enforcement machine identities. The certificates provide continuous authentication of users and devices as well as machines while validating every transaction and enforcing granular access controls across segmented networks. When I say machine identity, what we are referring here to is the credentials used by non-human entities like servers, containers in the cloud, IoT devices, APIs, and microservices to authenticate and communicate securely. These identities are managed using digital certificates, cryptographic keys, and automated provisioning systems. While machine identity is now outnumbering humans by a ratio of 40:1, managing them has become a strategic imperative. As we move ahead, the explosion of machine identities, IoT, edge computing, and AI agents will drive exponential growth, and we may expect a 100:1 machine to human identity ratio by 2030. PKI will provide the secure machine identity backbone for IoT and edge devices by issuing digital certificates to machines for authentication and secure firmware updates, encrypting communications between devices and services, automating certificate lifecycle management, that is issuance, renewal, and revocation, and enforcing zero trust policies by verifying every machine before granting access. In addition, advanced PKI platforms now integrate with various tools and cloud-native HSMs to scale securely across hybrid environments. Also, lightweight cryptographic protocols are being developed that secure low-power devices without compromising performance. These expansions show that PKI is not just keeping up, it is evolving to become smarter, faster, and more resilient. For broader adoption of PKI in the society, which can be termed as non-technical users, there is a need for making PKI easier to use. Unified interfaces for digital signing and simplified certificate management would be an important consideration. As the digital space gets crowded with a gamut of devices and segments, the need for interoperability across domains or cross-domain identity management would be a necessity. Decentralized authentication models and federated trust frameworks would help enable seamless authentication across organization systems and devices. Complex organization environments as well as individual needs would drive requirements for new models where dynamic delegation and role sharing to allow flexible delegation of rights and role-based access using PKI would be needed to be developed. As we move towards digital records becoming the norm, PKI would have to be supporting long-term validation, trusted timestamping, and secure archiving of signed documents. To reduce exposure of compromises, certificate lifespans would need to shrink, example from 90-day TLS certificates. To achieve shorter certificate life cycles, automation in issuance, renewal, and revocation will be essential and critical for maintaining security without increasing operational burden. Quantum computing is knocking on the door and threatens traditional encryption. I think today there was some news of the ECC key being broken by the IBM quantum computers. So PKI has to transition to quantum safe algorithms. Hybrid certificates supporting both classical and quantum resistant cryptography would be the norm by 2030. NIST has begun releasing post-quantum cryptography standards, pushing vendors to prepare for migration. The Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, or CERT-In, has published a white paper on transitioning to quantum cyber readiness, along with CISA, which is headquartered in Bangalore, for organizations to begin their quantum safe migration and preparing for quantum readiness. Nations have started preparing for quantum threats by adopting hybrid cryptographic standards. The NIST PQC standards are influencing global migration strategies. Post-quantum readiness machines Identities will also adopt hybrid cryptography to prepare for quantum threats, especially in long-lived systems like embedded devices. So the next obvious area which comes up is that what would be the future of PKI in an AI world? So AI is revolutionizing how PKI is managed and secured, making it smarter, faster, and more resilient as it gets integrated into PKI systems. It is helping to automate routine tasks related to certificate lifecycle management that are prone to human errors. Automated lifecycle management manual certificate handling will soon be obsolete. AI-driven platforms would predict expirations, rotate keys, track usage, handle renewals and revocations seamlessly while preventing outages caused by expired certificates, which are a common source of security breaches. AI is being used for verifying the integrity of AI-generated content by tracing it to its source, thus helping validate images, videos, and text against AI-generated threats like deepfakes and spoofing. Predictive threat detection by identifying vulnerabilities before they are exploited. It analyzes historical certificate usage and security incidents to flag anomalies in issuance or access patterns and proactively mitigate risks such as certificate misuse or unauthorized access. I think some of that is shown in the stalls here. In one of those I've seen from CDAC. AI uses machine learning models to continuously learn from new threats so as to ensure adaptive security protocols by dynamically validating rules and access controls while responding to emerging attack vectors like AI-generated spoofing or phishing attempts. As mentioned earlier, it enhances machine identity management so as to help manage the growing number of digital certificates for devices, bots, and services while ensuring secure issuance and rapid authentication of machines across complex networks. It is helping in countering AI-powered cyber attacks as malicious actors use AI to scale their exploits. Defenders use it for detecting automated attacks on PKI systems and maintain trust in the digital environment. So AI is transforming PKI from a static security framework into a dynamic intelligence system capable of defending against modern threats. As we look ahead at the future of PKI, it is clear that it is not just a legacy software protocol, but a living, evolving framework for digital trust. The global landscape for PKI is undergoing a rapid transformation, driven by digital identity initiatives of governments, quantum readiness, AI integration in PKI, and the proliferation of IoT and cloud technologies. The future of PKI lies in adaptability, automation, and integration with these emerging technologies. Let us come together and join hands to invest in the evolution and innovation of PKI, champion its adoption by ensuring resilience and making sure that trust remains the basis of our digital lives. Thank you, and wish you all the best for your future sessions in this.
I request Arvind Kumar sir to honor Dr. Sanjay Bahl sir with a memento. Thank you, sir, for actually what we understood from your speech is basically we need to be prepared. Till yesterday there were papers on ECC, on strengthening and extending the ECC. So today we got the news that ECC, 5-bit ECC key has been broken by IBM. So in security, everything, of course, we need to be prepared. That's a very important point that you have driven through this presentation, sir. Thank you, sir.